It's Lucy and Jeff going for walks and talks, talk about banksters and Bitcoin and the apocalypse and stuff. It's Lucy and Jeff and tacos and kisses.
How you doing today, Lucy? Well, pretty good, just going for my walks. So we did it, Lucy. We survived the winter of severe illness and death. Well, I was never too concerned, but I just always just go for my walks anyway and eat my tacos. And whatever happens, happens. I don't watch the television. I don't live in fear. I just live my life. And that's mostly eating tacos. Take a little pee every now and then. And give it my kisses. Yeah, we survived. A lot of people didn't though, and that's continuing on. We're gonna get into that. I just finished actually the final table of my third final table of the Super Millions 10K buy-in high roller on GG Poker. And spoiler alert, I finished 5th. I always finish like 4th to 8th or so on these final tables, and I think I know why actually. And actually by watching my play here, you'll see why. But I actually had, and by the way, I've got tons of cool stuff to talk about. If you're not into poker, just fast forward like a minute or two here. I sent them some information about me, and I sent them a photo.
Chat is going crazy for one player specifically. Dollar Vig rocking the 900K stack. Do you know who this guy is, Eugene?
I don't know.
I mean, look at him. Look at him. Is
that a real picture?
Dollar Vig. So I'm unfamiliar, but I have learned that this guy is an absolute crypto shark. Apparently, this man called Bitcoin at $3 back in 2011. And if you're calling Bitcoin at $3, I think you've done pretty well for yourself financially. A lot of fans in the chat calling for Dollar Vig and his success here today. Will be interesting to watch.
So anyway, that's it for poker. That was fun. But yeah, we should get into this. So congratulations to everyone who's still alive, especially after Joe Biden said this was going to be...
We are looking at a winter of severe illness and death.
But here's the thing, he's kind of half right. Like, we're still alive because we never got the shot. A lot of people who've gotten the shot are not still alive, and we're talking a lot. Yeah, society is insane. We're fast forward on building the ranch bunker. I'm so happy about that. It's going to be done like very quickly. And we're actually very, very close. I should just point this out to deciding on a property for the Mexican property for what's going to be called. It's actually, this isn't going to be the name of the property, but this is going to be the name of the company that's going to oversee all the properties. Because I see massive, massive opportunities right now. People wanting to get out of basically the Western world and get to places like Latin America. So it's going to be called Vigilante Properties. And we're very close to getting a property now. And I don't know what the name of it's going to be yet, but the first property, but we're pretty close. But, you know, that's what, you should just be trying to get away from society as much as possible. It's going insane. It's going to kill itself. It's going to be brutal for most people in society. So just get out of society. Then I was watching a chess video. There's one channel I've mentioned I like. His name's Agadamator. And he had a video recently. I'll put it on screen. So I see this. So I'm watching, because I'm really into chess. I've been playing a lot of chess lately. Chess and poker are my two basically favorite games that are not like sports related, right? Not physical. And so I see the headline of the thing, right? It talks about this game, and then it says in brackets, Karjakin banned from chess. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, that sounds like a Russian name. I'm like, did they ban a Russian player from playing chess? And so I watched the video. He mentions it for about 5 seconds.
Some of you might not have heard, Sergei Karjakin has been banned from chess for a period of 6 months.
And that's it. He doesn't, it's in the video. It's actually huge news. This is like a fairly big chess tournament. There's only like 20 guys in the tournament, and one of the guys gets kicked out because he's Russian. So the top chess channel out there puts it in the title, just mentions it, that he's banned from chess for 6 months, but then never mentions why. And the reason is, well, here's the reason they say. It wasn't just because he's Russian, but he's supportive of Russia or something like that, right? But as I pointed out before, there is no inflation if you're not tied to fiat currencies, and I'm absolutely not tied to it. Like, even I won $150,000 a couple hours ago, like in US dollars, but GG Poker, I actually deposit and withdraw with Bitcoin. I've been actually talking to them. So this is what I do, right? Like, I do a lot of what things I say that you should do as well. With whoever I'm dealing with, I actually talk to them because I'm a VIP there. So I said, hey, get me in touch with like some of the top guys there. We got to get them to start accepting Monero and even Pirate Chain. And I know how to do that. By the way, we're soon accepting Pirate Chain for TDV subscriptions. The only reason we haven't in the past is there was no third-party provider who did it, but now there is one, so we'll start doing that. But that's the only reason. It was just too much work for too little benefit. But of course we want to accept it. So when I won the 150, I withdrew most of it right away in Bitcoin. So I actually converted it to Bitcoin within about 1 minute of winning it. So I don't have much inflation from US dollars. Like, if I ever have a dollar, it's gone as soon as I can get rid of it. That's why it's called the dollar vigilante. That's the whole point of being a dollar vigilante. And it's worked out pretty well. But anyway, it's people are just starting to figure this stuff out. So things like Monero and Pirate Chain, people are just starting to realize they need them. Like, look at this woman. Like, talk about a person who could have used this knowledge. This is this is the property of a wife of a Ukrainian politician who was caught transporting $30 million worth of cash in US dollars and euros across the border. And so this woman was married to a politician in Ukraine, and they're taking all this money. You know that money that they're sending to Ukraine? Where do you think that goes? Like, Doug Casey has always called, you know, when the US government gives money to every country on earth, it's like why? And of course Israel is like number one, but they call it foreign aid. And Doug Casey's got a great definition of foreign aid, and I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I'll see if I can find it and put it on screen. But basically what it is the transfer of money from poor people in rich countries to rich people in poor countries. And a lot of what people are donating to Ukraine right now is all going to people like these politicians and their wives, who are so stupid they actually keep it in cash and try to actually drive around with $30 million of cash. Can you believe that, Lucy? Hey, Lucy, you hear about this? Yeah, I could hear you. Makes me want to, I'm just laughing. I'm just on my back laughing. They're carrying around $30 million in US dollars. Don't they know about Pirate Chain? Or at least Monero. I guess they're politicians, they're not very smart. So anyway, we've got a totally free webinar on how to do all this stuff. So send this to any Ukrainian politician you know, any Russian oligarch. Like, these guys got to get on this. And you know, I actually hope we get a bunch of oligarchs. Well, it's busy today. Because if even one oligarch starts to buy up Pirate Chain, it's going to like $1,000. If even one buys it. What if like 20? So tell them all to sign up, and you should too, because you should know this information too, even if you don't have billions of dollars. Sign up, go to, what's it called? Cryptovigilante.io / or dollarvigilante.com/TCV workshop or something. I'll put it on screen, I'll put it in the notes below. But that workshop's not coming up for about another 3 weeks or so. So if you want something like now, and I suggest you do now, things are gonna happen very fast. By the time this seminar comes out, Pirate Chain will probably be up another 100 or 200% minimum. So you might want to get into it right now. We've got another free report. We made it actually for the, basically after what happened to the Canadian truckers and people donated. So you can go to, I think it's cryptovigilante.io/trucker or something like that. I'll put it on screen, I'll put it in the notes below. That's a free report on how to get into all this stuff. So don't be like that woman in the Ukraine. So anyway, I'm gonna see if I can go find Lucy. Yeah, I went for a long walk today. Haven't seen her in a little bit. Lucy! Lucy! Oh, there you are, Lucy. Yeah, I decided to head back home, you know. I figured it was about time. You went a little extra long again. I don't know if you noticed that. That was like an hour and a half we've been walking around there, so that's good enough for me. I'm doing pretty good with the stem cells, but, you know, an hour and a half, that's good enough. I could use some tacos, and let's give everyone some cash.